About 6 years ago, 8 Rotary and Kiwanis clubs in Savannah launched a journey whose objective it was to determine a way that we can have a more positive and significant impact in our community, which led to the formation of the Savannah Early Childhood Foundation 2 years ago. At the beginning of the journey, these clubs formed a committee who went at this endeavor in kind of a methodical, business-like approach to problem solving. And they identified the 6 challenges of the community, and they are crime, poverty, low educational outcomes, teen pregnancy, truancy, and juvenile delinquency. They also noted that they're multi-generational, cyclical, and unfortunately disproportionate by race. So the committee, after identifying the challenges, spent the next 3 years doing research, trying to understand the root causes of these challenges and defining a solution that would break the cycle. So a few key results of the research are: we realized there was a significant deficit of parenting skills in this selected portion of our community. And that led to a culture where parents believed that the education of their child started at school age, not before. It was the responsibility of the schools, and the schools had failed. We also did a study on another step in the journey about brain development and realized much about what we've heard about today. A lot of the brain is developed in the first 2 to 3 years of life, very critical stage of life development of any human being. And we also realized that high-quality child care is not readily available in impoverished areas of Savannah. We also noted that although there are many, many community resources in Savannah dedicated to serving children and improving their lives, we cataloged over 90 in Savannah, but generally speaking, these community resources don't engage a child until that child is old enough, developed enough, independent enough to engage the community resource at about age 3 or 4. So if you synthesize all of this information, it led us to what we thought was the root of the challenges, the root cause of the challenges, and that is that the children simply weren't ready for school, and it was because of insufficient development environments in that critical stage of life, birth to 3. And because community resources typically aren't very efficient or effective at engaging children birth to 3, we described a solution that you have to work with and through parents and child care facilities to create a continuum environment of healthy development for these children birth to 5. The stated goal of the Savannah Early Childhood Foundation is all children in this area ready for school as a result of creating quality environments birth to 3. We've partnered with Savannah's Parent University, who's developed a parent training module specifically designed to enhance parenting skills for parents of children birth to 5. And we call this special module within Parent University Early Learning College. We've partnered with 3 other community resources to provide content, research-driven content for Early Learning College. And they are Early Start, Child Care Resource and Referral, the County Extension Agency, and the County Health Department. Early Learning College holds 6 sessions each school year, 1 Saturday a month for 6 consecutive months. In each session, parents who attend can select 3 different 1-hour classes on parent skill development. All of the content is age sensitive, so the parent can attend the first year of Early Learning College with their infant ears on, come back the next year, same content, listen with their toddler ears on, so on and so forth until the child's ready to go to school. All parents take pre and post tests for all classes attended, so we're collecting data on knowledge acquired, and it's significant. The public schools are also our partner. 2 years ago, they produced a report at our request on what school readiness means to them. very comprehensive report. They've also agreed to administer assessments to incoming kindergarten classes in the 9 elementary schools that we've identified in the selected portion of our community. So the first year of assessment establishes where we are, the baseline on school readiness. Every subsequent evaluation starts measuring the effect we're having on parent skill development and quality childcare. We just completed our inaugural series of 6, the first elementary school of the 9, and in preparation for the very first session in September last fall, we were making plans for 50 parents to attend. 120 showed up. Our last session was in May, and we had 110 parents attending in May. And the range for all 6 was between 85 and 120 parents. So every session far exceeded our original plans for attendance. We've launched a community awareness program. We've taken a presentation about this endeavor to all the Rotary and Kiwanis clubs, but also to City Council, County Commissioners, the School Board, Chamber of Commerce, United Way, Savannah Economic Development Authority, all to rave reviews. And as a matter of incident, because of this awareness program, we have many black leaders in our community who are now publicly and often advocating in support of our early childhood endeavor. And a few of these black leaders are even applauding Rotary and Kiwanis because in their view, they finally see the private sector of the community coming to the table and partnering in addressing the community's challenges. We've also reached out to the faith-based community in the neighborhoods of these elementary schools. Our idea there is the faith-based community can be invited to be our boots-on-the-ground support endeavor, to encourage parents to come to early learning college, to encourage parents to enroll their children in high-quality childcare. The second element of the 2, the first one is parent skill enhancement. The second one is childcare quality improvement, is complex and very expensive. And since we're just a fledgling foundation, we haven't attained enough funds to launch number 2 yet, but it is definitely in our plans. Our strategic plan also suggests that we need to sustain this effort for at least a generation. And the Harlem Children's Zone teaches that if you're going to sustain an effort like this for that long a period of time, it's unwise to depend primarily on public funding. All of the changes of priorities through all the election cycles for that long a period of time, it is unwise to depend primarily on public funding. So the Savannah Early Childhood Foundation is focused on getting funds from private entities, all the Rotary and Kiwanis clubs, local and national philanthropy and foundations, local and national corporations. So in closing, let me leave you with potentially one provocative thought. It's conventional wisdom that the purpose of pre-K is to intervene early enough in a child's life for proper development and preparing them for school. If you buy into the research and the precepts that are the foundation of the experiment going on in Savannah, it would suggest that pre-K is already a remedial event. Thank you.